Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see one more example on Hamming code. Okay, so let us start the video. So generate Hamming code for the message 1010. So this is a 4-bit message that has to be transmitted by the transmitter. Okay, and they have given odd parity. So here odd parity bits should be added with the message bits to the for the transmission purpose. So let us start with the solution. So we know that to form the Hamming code, there is one equation, that is 2 raised to p greater than or equal to p plus m plus 1, right? So here the message bits are given are 4 bits. Okay, so 2 raised to p greater than or equal to p plus 4 plus 1. So to satisfy this equation, how many bits are needed to satisfy this equation? That means we have to find out the value of p. Okay, so we know that to satisfy the equation, the value of p must be 2 raised to 3, right? So if I will place here 3, then what will happen? 2 raised to 3 equal to 8, greater than or equal to 8. So here value of p is suitable for generation of Hamming code. Okay, now we have to form the 7,4 Hamming code. So here 7 means what? P plus m. So this is the size of Hamming code. So p should be what? P is what? 3 and m is what? 4. So total 4 plus 3 equal to 7. Okay, 7-bit Hamming code, and this 4 is what? Message bits. Okay, so I will simply write here h and m. So h indicates p plus m and this is message bits. Okay, now how to form the Hamming code? First write the sequence 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, now we decide the parity bit positions. Parity bit positions is at what position? So it is always at the 2 raised to power positions. So 2 raised to 0 equal to 1. So this is the first parity bit position. Then next is 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to 1 equal to 2. So here this is the second parity bit position. Next parity bit position is what? 2 raised to 2. That is what? 4. So 2 raised to 2. Okay. So at these positions we put the or we fix the parity bits P1, P2 and P3, and remaining positions are what? These positions are allotted for message bits M2, M3 and M4. Okay, so likewise we fix the message bits. Now M1, M2, M3, M4, these are the message bits are given in the example, that is 1010, 1010. Now we have to find out these blank positions, that is parity bit positions. Okay, so we have seen in the previous video how to decide the parity bits, right? So P1 is equal to what? P1 equal to, P1 is the LSB bit. Okay, and the formula to find out the P1 is what? 1357 positions has to be considered. So 1357 positions values has to be considered. 1 means what? This is the first position, that is P1. Okay, third position it is already 1. Then fifth position 0 is there, and seventh position 0 is there. Okay, now to make this 4-bit value as odd parity, the condition is this 4-bit value should have odd number of ones. That means then and then only we can consider or we can say that this is odd parity. Okay, so to make it odd parity, total number of ones in this 4-bit format should be odd. Okay, so there is one logic 1 is already there, so there is no need to put here P1 equal to 1, because if I will put here P1 equal to 1, it will become even parity. Okay, so this logic 1 is already there one time, so don't put here P1 equal to 1, put here 0. Okay, so P1 value should be 0 to make it odd parity. Then how to find out the value of P2? To find out P2, we have to consider 2, 3, 6, 7 positions. 2, 3, 6, 7 positions, and we have already seen how to find why I am taking those 2, 3, 6, 7 position or 1, 3, 5, 7 positions, because in the 3-bit format, if I will write here 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. These values are decimal 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Now just observe this all 3-bit codes and observe wherever logic 1 is available, where logic 1s are available here. So I will write here P1, P2 and P3. Okay, so logic 1 is available at 1, first position, third position, fifth position and seventh position. So for P1 consider only 1 3 5 7 for P1. Okay, so I took here 1 3 5 7 positions. Now for P2, logic 1 is available at second, third, sixth and seventh position. So consider only those 4 bits, 2 3 6 and 7. Okay, so at second position P2 is there. Okay, so we have to find out the value of P2 from other 3 bits. 3 means what? M1. So value of M1 is 1. 6 and 7. 6 and 7 are 1 0. 1 0. Okay, so now observe this 4-bit code. Observe this 4-bit code, and this 4-bit code should have odd number of ones. That means total number of ones are already 2. So okay, so to make it odd parity, the value of P2 must be 1. Okay, so P2 is equal to 1. Okay, now how to calculate P3? P3 is equal to what? 4 5 6 7. Okay, so at these positions the logic 1 is available. So 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, so 4 5 6 7, just see these 4 5 6 7 positions. P3 5 6 7 are 0 1 0, 0 1 0. So to make it odd parity, number of ones should be odd. Okay, so logic 1 is available on only one logic 1 is available, so there is no need to write here 0. Sorry, there is no need to write here 1 because already it is in odd parity. So just make this P3 bit as 0. P3 is equal to 0. So put this value at the in the Hamming code. So P1 must be 0, then P2 must be 1 and P3 must be 0. So to make it odd parity, we have found out this Hamming code. Okay, 0 1 1 0 0 1 0. So this is how we can find out any even parity or odd parity. Now if you want to convert it into even parity, just convert this bit or invert this bit. So P1 must be 1, here 1, here should be 0 and here should be 1 to make it even parity. So I hope you understood all these things. Thank you.